Beavers are living and breeding in England's rivers for the first time in 400 years. Here at Devon Wildlife Trust, we're working with landowners to build a network of river corridors where beavers and other wildlife can flourish. In this video, we talk to a scientist and a local farmer about the remarkable capacity of beavers to change our environment and the support that's needed to help make space for beavers.
With beavers being absent for hundreds of years in the UK until probably 15 years ago, there was really a lack of understanding of what it would mean to have beavers back, particularly into intensively farmed, densely populated lowland landscapes. We had plenty of research from North America and other parts of Europe to try and understand that, but what we realised was that there were perhaps some gaps in our understanding. As we have modified our streams, rivers and our landscape to a huge degree in this country, we wanted to do the research to test whether what was known overseas would also be the case here. Over the last 10 years, we've done lots of interesting research on the return of the beaver to the UK, and at this site in particular we've learnt a number of things. How water storage changes and how that can give us natural flood management, how water quality can change, especially when beavers build dams, how carbon locked up in the landscape, in the soil, in the water and in the vegetation can change, and also overall how wildlife and biodiversity can really start to flourish once beavers bring water back into the landscape. One of the key things with beaver reintroduction is that the people who perhaps benefit from reduced flood flows or increased flow in drought times are often the people downstream of the beaver site, the village or the town on the floodplain downstream. But the people who might bear the cost of the land being flooded locally to accommodate beaver dams and beaver wetlands are perhaps landowners or land users that don't derive all of those benefits. So we need to put ourselves in a situation where, if you like, the benefit that's received downstream allows finance or funding to flow upstream to the place in which the beaver activity, the beaver wetland is being created.
We first noticed beaver activity here in early to mid-summer back in 2021, so about 2 years ago. Prior to that, the field we're stood in formed part of our grazing platform for the dairy. We have a 600 cow organic dairy system. The farmstead is just behind us, up 2 fields behind us, and this area was a major part of that grazing platform. Fast forward 6 to 8 months and you have this huge wetland area that we have now, and actually it has a real detrimental effect to what we can use this field for from an agricultural perspective. As you can see, the habitat we have created here is a fantastic environment. We have a huge range of insects and birds that now are resident here that would never have been here before. So we're really proud of it, and I think that should be acknowledged. Different farms in different places, it has a different impact on their operation. I think financial support is important. Farming is going through a difficult time at the moment. Profit margins are squeezed across the board, no matter what sector you're in. And I think it actually should be seen as an opportunity. Firstly, the government should recognise it and should support it as part of their countryside stewardship policy. Secondly, I think if there are private funded businesses that benefit from beavers, and indeed the positives of beavers in terms of flood management will benefit various stakeholders, and therefore I think there should be an opportunity for them to contribute to how this land is managed.
We know that beavers provide an unrivaled capacity to transform the health and function of our rivers and wetlands and provide a host of nature-based solutions to some really tricky problems that society faces. We've been working closely in partnership with the University of Exeter over many years to develop a really robust evidence base. So now on to the next stage, we're working alongside farmers and landowners to maximise the benefits that come from habitats just like this. So we're seeking pioneering funders to be able to maximise these benefits and support our Making Space for Water programme.